folks, this week I say we got a nice little theme here. It's gonna be called the good, the Syracuse, the bad, Buffalo, and the ugly, Minders and the terrible shootings these past couple of weeks. But you know, there's a point to this theme. I don't think it's nice the way you laughing, so I want you to apologize to me, especially when I talk about Syracuse. Theme aside, here's the good. The Cuse decided to display some new threads this past Saturday. Nice little blue helmet with the block S there in the dome. And of course, part of that good was another great offensive show, led by Terrell Hunt. Heck, the Cuse put up 42 points in the first half. And we showed Joe Montana's kid a nice welcome to the Carrier Dome, knocking him a little woozy near the end of the first half. Heck, even from my crow's nest perch up there in Section 323, I could see him going, humana, 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 humana. Especially like when Troy Aikman's brain was removed when he was talking about his new video game. Humana, humana, humana. Oh boy, this is going to be a long season. Well, I don't think it was quite a long season, because you know what the Cowboys did with Troy Aikman. But let's get back to current events, shall we? A nice little offensive show by the Orange. But I kind of wonder, where was the running game? Thing is, Jerome Smith and Prince Tyson Gully were supposed to be the strengths of the Syracuse team early on. I don't think either one has run for 100 yards yet. But I will say, Smith has run for about 6 touchdowns. But Gully again showing while he's running why he's got 2 happy feet. Happy feet sometimes get you somewhere, Gully, but sometimes it gets you nowhere. But it didn't matter this past Saturday. A solid 52-17 walloping of Tulane. And now we got a week to think about what lies ahead. Because what lies ahead for the Orange is the first ACC slate. And it starts off with Clemson coming to the Dome in about a week and a half. Boy, you know the Dome's going to be sold out for that one. Taj Boyd and Sammy Watkins are probably the most dangerous quarterback-wide receiver combination in college football. And let's give them a big, warm Dome welcome to the Tigers. And you know what? Let's hope we turn these Tigers by the tail and send them back to South Carolina. Well, ACC time. Let's get going, Orange. Nice little win against Tulane. And while I'm on this go from the good, let's go to the bad. And I definitely mean bad. Boy, was that the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets? Or was it the Keystone Cops versus the lily-livered, bow-legged varmints? As you know, somehow I wonder if Yosemite Sam was right there in MetLife Stadium. Any one of you lily-livered, bow-legged Bills care to slap leather with the Jets? In case any of you get any ideas, you better know who you're dealing with. We're the most undisciplined bunch of cowboys here in the NFL. Boy, Yosemite Sam, you hit it right on the head. The Jets gave the Bills plenty of opportunity to win the game, even though Buffalo's offense was as inept as a 2-year-old trying to build a house. The Jets get flagged 20 times in this game. They kept the Bills' drive alive several times, and yet Buffalo couldn't capitalize. Instead of looking like the confident kid he was in the first 2 games for the Bills, E.J. Manuel looked like a scared rabbit, running all over the field. Hell, 8 times the Jets said to him, "Sit down, son," especially 'cause they keyed on Spiller and Jackson. And when they got in close, they couldn't convert the third downs. they had to rely on Carpenter to kick field goals. Field goals do not win you games. But the Jets gave them plenty of opportunity. And of course, Elmer Fudd over there on the Jets sideline was probably gloating at all of it. Because you know what he was probably thinking? Be very quiet. We're playing football, but we're undisciplined. Well, Elmer Fudd, you got your wish. Seems as though, as bad and as a blowhard as you are, you again had the Bills' number. But Buffalo look absolutely horrible. 27-20, they fall to the Jets, and it doesn't get any easier this coming Sunday. The Baltimore Ravens come to Orchard Park, the defending Super Bowl champions. But this is a weaker bunch of Ravens. But hopefully we'll send you back to Baltimore, Joe, and give the writers a little Flacco to throw at you. Come on, Bills, we gotta right the ship. And Manuel, you need to start looking at film a little better, and you also need to get your act together. That was horrible. Now let's go to the ugly, shall we? First little bit of ugly. Clyde Savannah again handing it to Minders. Although you have to say Minders was pretty game. But when you go against one of the top teams in Finger Lakes football, it's kind of hard. A 54-14 thrashing at the hands of Clyde Savannah. Let's hope we can get it back together this Friday against Marcus Whitman. And, I'm on an ugly subject. This is given even more ammo, no pun intended, to lawmakers who want to control our Second Amendment rights. That deadly mass shooting there in the Washington Navy Yard and what happened this past weekend over in Kenya. And I mean, that was absolutely terrible. Like 62 people killed over there in Kenya and 13 people killed there in the Washington Navy Yard. All we need is Obama to raise up more legislation and more ways to control our rights to get firearms if we're law-abiding citizens. You know what? Several sheriffs in this state have said that they're not going to enforce the SAFE Act. Well, good for them. It's not about gun control. This is about control over citizens that lawmakers have no right to do. Let's keep it going, The sheriffs are saying a big point that we need to make to Governor Cuomo. We need our rights protected, not taken away. And last but not least, I'm going to say this. I'm going to end it on a good note. This coming weekend is one of the great things about the Finger Lakes. Thousands of people every late September descend on the beautiful village at the southern end of Canandaigua Lake. The Naples Grape Festival is going on this year, and it seems to draw great crowds every year. Of course, Naples is a beautiful little village, and I like going to it. But I think there's one thing. It's all to celebrate one of the great fruits that's grown here. Thing is, a lot of people like to partake of the alcoholic beverage that's made from grapes. But if you can't get it, hey, stop whining, shall you? And also, a lot of people like the fact that these grapes are made into some pies. Well, don't be a crumb. Get yourself a pie. It's the Naples Grape Festival. And I'm Ken Haas. And I'll see you later, punk!